I haven't looked at the Rotten Tomatoes for She-Hulk Attorney at Law in a while, but wow, look at this. This has to probably be one of the lowest rated Marvel series by fans I think I've ever seen. This, I think, is lower than The Eternals, which is pretty bad. Let's check it out right now and see if that's true. Oh, wow. Audience score of 77 on this? I'm actually kind of shocked. People like this movie? This movie's... Actually, I don't know. I never watched it. It just looks awful. So this is one of the first Marvel movies I've ever skipped. This is what's set in the habit of saying, it's okay to skip things now. Like the entire franchise. Just skip Marvel. Because everything they've been putting out is garbage. But I'm shocked to see the 77%. I can't believe that score is higher than She-Hulk. So She-Hulk is worse than Eternals. It's embarrassing. Of course, a theme of the show is that this is just all internet trolls that hate it. It must be a good show. It must be liked. It's crazy to even think that anyone would dislike this show. How could they hate it? It's She-Hulk. So the reason that I'm going back to this is because of this article talking about how the show's dealing with internet trolls, which is naturally the only people that could possibly dislike this show. 36%. It's just all trolls. It's not that the show's bad. It's just a bunch of trolls. But I wanted to go over some stuff that they highlight in this article because I think it shows where some of the future MCU stuff is going to go. And it's not going to get better. Notably, the upcoming Captain America movie, I think, is really exposed here. And it just shows you that they're just going to quadruple down on dealing with modern virtue signaling. So, in this most recent episode, there's an internet hate board that's dedicated to hating She-Hulk. It's like She-Hulk versus Kiwi Farms or something. Seems like they're going with this, or bad Reddit posts, which I don't get because Reddit would never allow anti-She-Hulk stuff. You have to like the show over there to hang out, or they'll just ban you and call you misogynist. But this episode showcased how dark internet trolls can get. Talk about how in Season 1, Episode 2, Superhuman Law, the opening featured a hilarious send-up of the casual misogyny of some self-proclaimed Marvel fans. It worked so well because the series didn't focus on it like The Boys did with Todd. First off, The Boys is a much better, it's more well-written compared to this shit. The Boys is actually a pretty good show despite some of the obvious stuff that they do in it. And sometimes it backfires and makes you like them. Like Homelander, like the whole reason I watch that show now is just for him. Just to see what he's going to do. But anyway, while audiences can laugh at the stupidity inherent in casual misogyny, hate online can manifest as violence offline. At the end of Just Jen, the show offers up a darker view of this kind of online reaction. Mallory Book and Nikki Ramos found the Cancel She-Hulk board, making a phony account from a crypto bro who thinks women aged 30 are gross. That at first seemed like the same thing. As they scrolled down, they soon found posts from men speculating about how to kill her. Yet the site hosting the content is Intelligentsia, which is a name Marvel comic fans know might be tied to the very real plot against She-Hulk. So this is the thing. So this is apparently, I didn't know what this was. I'm not into the scrolls that much, but this is a scroll supercomputer, organic computer. But in She-Hulk, it is now basically a fake Kiwi Farms or something. First off, nobody is trying to take out anybody, but what they're trying to do is make it so people that criticize this show, they're trying to now make the narrative that those people actually want to kill people or something. That's what they're trying to do. So they're trying to spin criticism real time, showing you just how out of touch these people really are. But it's this next paragraph that really explains some things, and I think is where the MCU is going to go with some of this stuff, just showing you how awful Marvel is really about to get. So they talk about that it's an organic computer created by Skrull scientists, which means that this thing might become a secret invasion plot, because it looks like, they're going to go in with the Skrulls and stuff and try to do something with secret invasion, but they never follow the comics with this stuff. Look at Age of Ultron for that great example. That was an awful comic too, by the way. But going back to this, I think they're going to do some kind of hate thing, using racism and secret invasion, and it's maybe radicalizing the people of the earth, and that's what's going to be the plot. If that's not going to be the plot here, it's going to be the plot for Captain America: New World Order. And I think that this really does sum it up here. So they say the people who run that organization are two B-list villains, two of whom are headed to the MCU, MODOK and the Leader. Now, the Leader is set to come back for Captain America: New World Order. So he's going to end up having this website that traffics in hate to radicalize people, and he's going to use it in Captain America: New World Order to manipulate and radicalize people with things that seem harmless, like awful memes and hateful text posts. So that's probably going to be the plot of that movie. It's going to be Captain America versus racisms. Wow, that sounds like a great movie. I can't wait to put $15 down a ticket for that. Not going to happen. And I don't think I'll be the only one. So then they go on this here saying that, not all women have gamma radiation powers to defend themselves. It's all too easy for people to do that. This weird thing to protect millionaire celebrities and corporations is so confusing to me. These people that I know why they do it, but it's this attempt. It's like these are big corporations and millionaire celebrities. But, we know Joshua Patton here is trying to get a job at Marvel. So he's going to write the most shielding article he can to protect his corporate masters, so that way maybe he can get a job in a future She-Hulk writing room. That's why they do this shit and try to paint fans as haters and violent people. Anyone that criticizes it, they try to go after them for that, so that they can get jobs at Marvel or DC or video game studio. We've seen it. We've already seen it with people that defended Last of Us 2 getting moved to Naughty Dog. Someone that worked at IGN was hired by Naughty Dog to be a writer. How do you think that guy got that job? He got that job by getting on his knees and working Neil Druckmann's zipper at IGN every chance he got. And it got him hired. And this is why a lot of these people give comic books 10 out of 10s when they're shit. They give She-Hulk, Rings of Power, 10 out of 10s when they're shit. This is the same guy. Rings of Power and She-Hulk are woke. These genre stories aren't new. They were always woke. So maybe Amazon will hire this guy to be a writer. That's the end game here. None of these people that work at these fan sites actually want to work there. Their end goal is to get a job somewhere else. And by defending consumerism like they do at such a level, might get them the job there. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Sounds like the future of the MCU is just as screwed as it is currently. It looks like it's going to get worse. And these articles are going to continue to get worse. Cringe fest, basically. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.